All right, hello. Let's look at Goldman Sachs today. The closing price as of 31st or rather 30th December 2022 is $343.38. Now, let's look at its chart. This is the 5-year chart, and as we see, it has not moved a whole lot. So 5 years ago, the price was $225. Now it's 343. So the jump up is probably in the range of 40% at the most, 30 to 40%. That's the range, which is not a lot in a 5-year period. Now, let's look at some other statistics and data points. Its market capitalization is $116 billion approximately. And its PE ratio is a pretty healthy, pretty decent looking 9.14. So that's anything under 10 is actually fairly attractive in addition with the other factors that we have to look at. All right, let's look at any other thing that is relevant. Its forward dividend yield is 2.9%, which is much better than some of the other big and famous companies listed in the US. And let's have a look at some statistics. So as we see again, our market cap is $116 billion roughly. The enterprise value is NA, which is very surprising. We like to compare the enterprise value with the market cap to see whether the enterprise value is a slightly lesser, ideally, than the market cap. Its trailing and forward PE look relatively similar. PEG ratio, which is price to earnings to growth ratio, is also NA, which is surprising, but we will see why in a moment. And then we look at price to book, which is actually, again, very attractive, close to 1 and even 1, which is 1.07, which means its net assets are about the same value as its market capitalization. Let's look at some more details. Profitability looks pretty healthy. The net profit margin is above 29%. Return on assets are pretty low, which is fine because this is a financial institution. They have a lot of assets on the book, and then they have a lot of liabilities, that is to the creditors. So the return on equity, which is an important figure, is 12%, which is all right and pretty okay, pretty decent compared to its price to book value, which is only close to 1. And let's look at any other relevant details. Its revenue growth has been negative, which is bad, and so has its quarterly, or rather year-to-year earnings growth for the quarter, pretty bad, negative of 42%, close to negative 43%. It has a good amount of cash on hand at $970 billion, but obviously there will be a good amount of debt as well because this is a banking and financial organization. Its payout ratio, that means the amount of money that it gives out, the amount of earnings that it gives out as dividends, is 22%. So these are the basic numbers that we can see for Goldman Sachs, and hope you found this useful and valuable. Take care.